What's up guys, welcome back. The white shirt has made a comeback. That means we're going to be doing the first start on this 29cc Rovan gas buggy. I got this on Bangood, and right now actually I just checked, there's another fantastic deal. These things are $389 ready to run, just as you see right over here, with $3 shipping, and it looks like the shipping from USA is actually super fast. It also has available free shipping for worldwide customers. But right now, let's go outside. I'm gonna try to do my best with the amount of pull-ups I can do. Last time I got 8 pull-ups with this. Today, I hope to get about 10. After the pull-ups, we're gonna make our way back here. I'm gonna do a couple of the most important pre-start checks. We're gonna replace a spark plug with an NGK plug. I really have to do the pull-ups first. Why? Because I don't wanna do them with fuel in the tank. The buggy is gonna be pretty much dangling off of my neck. I don't wanna risk any of the fuel leaking out. It's basically like a little over 100 degrees outside today. I can't even wear this shirt. I have to wear a different shirt. I don't wanna risk getting a heat stroke just for starting this. But if that's what it takes, that's what I'm gonna do. So right now, let's go see how many pull-ups I can do. Then we're gonna make our way back here, get some pre-start checks, and then go outside once again. Yeah, I'm gonna be busy today in this video and start this thing up, and then in the end of the video, I'm gonna give you my final thoughts and see if there's any issues. Not wearing a white shirt, but it's okay. I'm gonna be doing some pull-ups with my Rovan right over here. It is basically like 100 degrees outside. I'm also gonna be eating some egg whites right on video. This is literally doing what it takes. I know Rich Piano would be proud. This is a pretty low pull-up thing right here, so I'm gonna have to tuck my knees, but these are legit pull-ups. I didn't even eat breakfast today just to save a couple pounds so I could get a couple more reps. Let's see how that works out. All right, here we go, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. One more, do what it takes. Do what it takes. 10. Oh yeah, feel it, feel it, feel it. Oh yeah. Now I gotta eat some egg whites. Oh yeah. Got that protein in. 15 meals a day. Oh yeah. Too much, babe. Babe, too much egg whites. First thing you want to do to any Fitscale RC is oil the air filter. These things do not come oiled from the factory. Each one has a certain unique way of removing the air filter. All the Bajas are basically identical. Just remove this front cover, it twists out like this. Then you have a dual stage air filter. On the outside, you have this colorful dust cover. On the inside is the element that you're actually supposed to oil. There is a clasp mechanism over here on the right. You just undo this clip and the air filter cover should basically open up like this, after which you could just remove the elements. Here we go. The entire air filter assembly. Right here is the carb venturi. This literally closes up whenever you operate the choke. Let me put it on like this. You guys see that? So this basically allows more fuel into the engine. This is usually how you want to start your car when it's cold, but in my experience, as long as you prime the motor correctly, you don't really have to use the choke. Saturate the filter in a couple locations with the oil, and then you want to massage it through. Okay, you shouldn't have any oil dripping out of here when you're done. You don't want this thing to be oversaturated. Before the first start, I always like to remove the spark plug and put a little of this 3-in-1 cylinder oil inside. That gives us a good amount of protection in case there's not enough cylinder lubricant, which usually it's fine. First thing to do, let's remove the spark plug. And now let's check for compression. I have to put a lot of force here on top of this buggy. There it is. I got a little over 120, about 135 I would say. So this is on par and equivalent to every other new motor I've tested. Pretty good sign that this thing is gonna be great. I'm gonna be putting in this NGK CMR7H spark plug. This is pretty much industry standard, what you always wanna run in your Bajas. I'm gonna do a quick test for spark, make sure our coil is putting out enough juice and that everything is connected fine. Let's go. Yep, I could see the spark. It's not that obvious on video, but I see it sparking. According to my plate here on the back, it looks like I'm out of time with all this perk, so let's go outside and get this thing running. Ready for the first start? Let's get some fuel in here. This is a 25-to-1 ratio of Klotz Benol. Radio system on, the failsafe is set, steering is really good. Look at that servo, no issues at all. We got our safety cones just in case anybody wants to start some trouble. They know there's road work going on. Let's get this thing primed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1. So it took about 10 primes of the bulb before I saw any fuel in there. Let me do about a couple more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That should be good. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna pull this slowly, no choke, until I hear a little bit kind of try to start. And then we're gonna yank it, but not too much. There's no over yanking. 10-minute heat cycle. I'm gonna apply some sunscreen. It's a little bit hot out here. I feel like I could use it, right? Time for the second start. Okay, you saw that. I mean, this thing started up really well. I had absolutely no issues. I didn't even have to use the choke because I never do. If you prime this thing fine and you have enough pressure in the fuel line by using your primer bulb, you should not really ever have to use the choke. After I looked over the chassis, there were no loose screws, there were no oil leaks, just like I had on my FS Racing Hummer. There was oil leaking right from the exhaust port. This thing is pretty solid. I actually loved the noise coming out of this pipe. Now I know a lot of you guys have ran these pipes, these are nothing new, but for this price point right now, $389, I mean, this is one of the best equipped Rovan Bajas you could possibly get. And I know I've said this a million times already, pretty much in every single video. These wheels are pretty cool. I mean, I freaking love them, right? Look at that, oh yeah. An important thing I glossed over in the pre-start checks was checking whether the carb was adjusted correctly from the factory. And guys, I gotta tell you, it was spot on. It was set basically as good as possible. I didn't even have to change the low speed needle settings for this to idle lower. That's why I didn't even show any of that adjustment in the actual running of this car. So there you go, nothing really wrong with it. If you're a noob and you don't know how to mess around with the high speed, low speed, and the idle set screws, this thing was spot on. Now, there's no guarantee that the one you're gonna get is gonna be the same, but chances are it probably will be okay. Mine was fine. All these Bajas are fairly easy to tune. You basically just mess around with the low speed needle to get it to idle correctly. The high speed needle, you'll worry about that after when the braking is done. Sometimes, yes, you have to adjust the idle set screw. But honestly, this is a terrific value. I really like the way it's packaged. It wasn't damaged at all, and I would definitely buy another one. Honestly, I'm contemplating buying a second one. I don't even know why I need it, but it's just so damn cheap right now. You could literally get this thing for less than $400. I mean, this is a lot of value right here. Now, I haven't really said this in many other videos, but if you compare this to the price of a modern brushless electric, this is actually cheaper than most 4S powered RCs. Now, yes, there are cheaper Armas, but that in itself is also a lower range type brand. Now, I know today they've made a lot of headway, but as I said before in my other videos, until Arma makes a nitro or a 1/5 scale gas RC, I just can't respect them. How am I gonna do pull-ups with an Arma? That's not even training. You guys know that in about 40 days from today, I'm gonna be picking up the Primal MT, and that thing weighs about 2.5 of these. So if I could do maybe 1 or 2 pull-ups with the 80-pound Primal MT, I'd be happy. There it is, guys. Thanks so much for watching. Once again, I wanted to bring you one of the best deals in RC today. You're looking at it. Under 400 bucks, get it shipped to your door in a matter of maybe a couple days, and you're gonna be brapping with the best of us. Till next time. check out this fully renewable charging port for your electric cars. Now, my Prius is parked right next to it, not under it, but that's just because I'm gonna be making fun of this. I am not an electric car supporter. In fact, driving a regular hybrid is cheaper. Let me show you guys what this thing actually says. Right, so right here it says 3.5 kilowatts per port. That is literally nothing. If you know anything about efficiency when it comes to electric cars, a Tesla Model 3, which is the most efficient small electric Tesla you could possibly get, gets about 3.5 miles per kilowatt. So in fact, what they're telling you is you can get about 10 miles of charge for free. Now on the bottom panel right over here, it says 6 kilowatt renewable generator. So 6 times about 3.5 is a little over 20 miles. So basically this thing is only capable of providing about 20 miles of juice. Now I don't know if that means per hour. I highly doubt that this is per hour. Maybe it is. There seems to be a fairly large solar array. Look how large it is compared to my Prius. But there it is, guys. You know, a lot of you think that electric cars are the way to go, but what you don't understand is electric motor efficiency really isn't that great. They at best get about 3.5 miles per kilowatt, and a kilowatt of electricity is actually a lot.